Former National Assembly Speaker and former Defense Minister Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula is once again at the center of a closely watched corruption trial as new court testimony sheds more light on how alleged cash payments were delivered. The latest evidence comes from a former senior military officer whose account adds another piece to the prosecution's effort to establish what it says was a pattern of unlawful payments connected to defense contracts. According to evidence presented in court, one of the most notable incidents involved an alleged delivery of 200,000 rand in cash. Investigators say the money was withdrawn from an FNB branch in 4 ways by contractor Mapisa-Nqakula. She was reportedly accompanied by her brother Sebelo Nsondwa as they traveled to deliver the cash to Mapisa-Nqakula. But the trip did not go as planned. Court documents state that the siblings stopped to buy traditional food in the East Rand, where they were reportedly attacked by robbers. During the incident, Nsondwa's handbag was stolen. However, she claims the 200,000 rand remained safe because it had been hidden inside the vehicle rather than inside the handbag. According to her account, despite the robbery, the journey continued and the cash was eventually delivered. Prosecutors believe this incident is important because it helps explain how the alleged payments were transported and who may have been involved in the process. The state argued that this was not an isolated event. Nsondwa's affidavit describes several additional alleged requests for money following an earlier payment of 300,000 rand. Those alleged requests included amounts of 150,000 rand, 250,000 rand, 300,000 rand, 400,000 rand, and 10,000 rand. Prosecutors also alleged that these payments were connected to contracts awarded to Umkhombe Marine, a company linked to Nsondwa. Among those contracts was a reported SA-NDF logistic agreement worth 150 million rand. In addition, Nsondwa has alleged that Mapisa-Nqakula offered to assist with the promotion of her husband, Major General Noel Ndovo, in exchange of 2 million rand. Mapisa-Nqakula has pleaded not guilty to the charges. As with any criminal trial, the burden remains on the state to prove every allegation beyond a reasonable doubt. The defense will have the opportunity to challenge the evidence and the credibility of witnesses as proceedings continue. With testimony still unfolding, the court's final decision will depend on whether prosecutors can establish a clear link between the alleged payments, the awarding of contracts, and the criminal intent. What do you think will be the most important evidence in this trial? Share your perspective in the comments and stay with us as we continue following every major developments in this closely watched case.